Part 2, The Haunting of Hawthorne Hill. Do you like scary stories? Do you like ghost stories that are true? Do you like ghost stories that are from the South? Then you'll like this one. So after Catherine and Margaret and Maisie had moved into the house in the upstate of South Carolina, they started to get settled in. Margaret was excited for the first time. It had been years since she had been excited. She felt like there was a chance. She felt like there was hope for hers and Maisie's future. She found a job. She hadn't worked in years, but she was able to find a job at a Dollar General just a few minutes from the house, and so she was happy about that. And her manager saw immediately that she was a hard worker, she was reliable, she was dependable, and so he offered to give her an assistant manager position. Only drawback was she would have to be there around 3:30 in the morning to let the trucks come in and deliver supplies. They had been living there for about a month and a half, and Margaret came in from work and she was just exhausted. And Maisie was in a particularly whiny mood. She was a 5-year-old, so they didn't have a lot of money, and Margaret was doing what she could. Catherine was doing what she could. And so they were sitting at the dinner table one night, and Maisie was just sick and tired of having mac and cheese every night. And so she pitched a fit about it, and she pushed her bowl away. And it just did not set right with Margaret. So she said, Maisie, stop being an ungrateful brat and eat your food. And Maisie said, no, I'm not eating it. I'm tired of it. It's yucky. I don't want to taste it. So Margaret just became very, very angry. And she was kind of shocked because she never exhibited signs of anger. Margaret was very humble. She was very mellow. She was very even keel. And so it shocked her. And not only did it shock her, but it shocked Maisie to hear her mother raise her voice at her like that way. Maisie's dad used to do it, and she would just go into a shell and withdraw whenever a voice was raised. And she did that with Margaret now. And Margaret did not like that at all. And immediately she was just like, I'm sorry, honey, I'm tired. I've just been working a lot. I need to, maybe go upstairs and take a shower. I tell you what, I'm getting more hours at work now. Once I get a nice check, I will bring you to the store. You can buy whatever kind of candy you want, whatever chips you want. Okay? Deal? I'm sorry for yelling at you. So Maisie threw her arms around Margaret and hugged her. Maisie was fine after that. She decided on some goldfish crackers that Catherine had bought, and she ate those for her supper. Catherine was always telling Margaret, choose your battles. Choose your battles. So Margaret excused herself from the table and went upstairs and took a shower. She told Catherine that she was going to go to bed, that she was tired, and could she please put Maisie to bed. And Catherine was more than happy to do that. So Margaret went in her room, locked her door, and she went to sleep. She woke up around 2:30 in the morning. The way that she knew this was because of her clock by her bed, her alarm clock. The bright blue light was blinking. She sensed that she wasn't alone. She looked, and with the moonlight streaming through the window, she saw a figure, a woman, standing in the middle of the floor. Her room was the largest one. It had been converted from an attic space. It was so vivid and so clear that she raised up in bed and said, "Mom." She questioned, "Mom?" And the figure just stood there, just silent, but she could hear breathing. She thought maybe it was just a vision, maybe it was a dream, so she laid back down and she went to sleep. But when she woke up the next morning, that was the first thing that hit her. Why was Mom in my room? Furthermore, how did she get in my room because I had the door closed and locked? She said nothing.